Taylor Swift's engagement isn't just a rumor, it's a carefully orchestrated business strategy that's about to backfire spectacularly. What we've uncovered from music industry insiders and NFL sources reveals that Travis Kelce isn't just Taylor's boyfriend. He's part of a billion-dollar rebranding plan so secret that even her own team doesn't know the full story. And the evidence we've obtained shows this fairy tale romance is about to trigger the biggest crisis of her career. The world sees a perfect love story. Music's biggest superstar and football's most charismatic player. Their romance playing out like a real-life fairy tale in stadium boxes and cozy dinner dates. But behind the viral moments and carefully curated social media posts, a much more calculated narrative is unfolding. One that has less to do with love and everything to do with the most ambitious rebranding strategy in entertainment history. Our investigation, drawing on confidential sources from Taylor's inner circle, the NFL marketing department, and music industry executives, reveals that the Swift-Kelce relationship represents a corporate merger disguised as a romance, and the engagement rumors aren't just speculation. They're part of a timeline that was drafted before Travis and Taylor ever shared their first kiss. The strategy began taking shape during Taylor's Reputation Stadium tour in 2018, when her team first identified what they called the Heartland Gap, a demographic of Middle America that loved her music but didn't connect with her coastal elite image. Taylor's team had analytics showing she was losing ground in suburban and rural markets, revealed a former marketing executive from her team. They needed a way to make her seem more relatable to Middle America without alienating her urban progressive base. That's when the NFL strategy was born. The most shocking revelation from our investigation concerns how Travis Kelce was selected. Contrary to the spontaneous love story presented to the public, our sources confirm that Taylor's team compiled what they called a potential partner shortlist of high-profile American athletes who could help bridge her Heartland Gap. The list included several NFL players, 2 professional baseball stars, and even an Olympic gold medalist. Kelce was chosen not just for his charm and popularity, but for what one insider called his brand compatibility metrics: his family, values image, his Midwest roots, his successful podcast showing media savvy, and his position as tight end for the famously family-friendly Kansas City Chiefs. The relationship timeline the public has witnessed follows what our obtained documents call the Strategic Integration Plan, a detailed 18-month roadmap for blending the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce brands. The plan included specific phases: initial coincidental appearances at games, the first public hand-holding moment, coordinated social media reveals, and yes, an engagement timeline targeting the period between the NFL season finale and the start of her international tour. Every moment you've seen has been strategically plotted to maximize media impact and brand synergy, disclosed a source involved in the planning. Even the surprise appearances at games were scheduled months in advance. But the situation grows more complex when we examine the album's secrets intertwined with this romance. Taylor's upcoming album, reportedly titled Midnight's America, was specifically written to complement this rebranding strategy. Our sources have obtained track listings and lyrics that reveal a deliberate pivot from her previous indie folk sound to what insiders are calling stadium country pop, a blend designed to appeal to both her existing fan base and the new NFL audience. The album's lead single, allegedly titled Heartland, features lyrics that directly reference football culture and small-town values, with one line explicitly mentioning "Chiefs red, bleeding into my world." The financial implications of this strategy are staggering. Since the relationship went public, Taylor's merchandise sales in Middle American markets have increased by 47%, while Travis's jersey sales have broken NFL records. The couple's combined brand value has been estimated at $1.3 billion, with endorsement deals pouring in that leverage both their audiences. They're not just a couple, they're a conglomerate, explained a brand valuation expert who analyzed their partnership. The engagement, when it happens, will be the biggest marketing event of the decade, potentially generating over $100 million in immediate brand value increase. However, the most dangerous aspect of this strategy is what Taylor's team didn't anticipate: Travis Kelce's own ambitions. Sources close to the NFL star reveal that he's grown increasingly frustrated with being seen as Taylor Swift's boyfriend, rather than as an equal partner. Travis thought this would be a mutual brand boost, shared a childhood friend of Kelce's. But he's realizing he's become a prop in Taylor's narrative, and he's not happy about it. There have been heated arguments about how their public image is being managed. The breaking point came 2 weeks ago, when Taylor's team presented Travis with what they called the engagement rollout plan, a 32-page document detailing everything from the ring design to coordinated social media posts to exclusive magazine deals. What was meant as strategic planning was perceived by Travis as a corporate takeover of the most personal moment of his life. He looked at the document and said, "So when do I get to be me in this relationship?" revealed a source present at the meeting. The room went completely silent. Taylor Swift finds herself in an impossible position. The rebranding strategy she set in motion is working better than anyone anticipated. But the human element, the actual relationship, is fraying under the pressure of corporate expectations. The engagement that was supposed to crown this marketing triumph now threatens to expose the carefully constructed facade. And what we've uncovered next suggests that Travis is preparing to break from the script in a way that could destroy everything Taylor has built. The script began to unravel not in a romantic Parisian restaurant or during a cozy night in, but in the sterile environment of a New York City recording studio. Taylor was putting the final touches on Heartland, the album's pivotal track meant to cement her new image, when Travis unexpectedly showed up. According to 3 witnesses present, what was meant to be a sweet surprise visit quickly turned into a tense confrontation that revealed the deepening cracks in their carefully constructed facade. Travis pointed to the lyrics displayed on the screen and said, "Is any of this real? Or am I just another character in your songs?" shared a studio engineer who wished to remain anonymous. Taylor tried to laugh it off, but you could see the panic in her eyes. This confrontation was merely the public surface of a much deeper conflict brewing behind the scenes. Our investigation has uncovered that Travis has been quietly building his own team of advisors separate from Taylor's massive operation. He's hired a crisis PR firm known for handling messy splits between high-profile couples and has been consulting with business managers about how to protect his brand independence. Travis isn't the simple football star people think he is, revealed a member of his new advisory team. He's a sharp businessman who built a $50 million empire before Taylor entered the picture. He's not about to let himself become Mr. Swift. The situation grew more complex when Travis began resisting what insiders call the narrative calendar, the detailed schedule Taylor's team created mapping out their public appearances and relationship milestones. He recently skipped 2 planned casual paparazzi sightings and refused to participate in what was supposed to be a viral TikTok moment during the Chiefs' bye week. Each time he breaks from the script, Taylor's team goes into crisis mode, disclosed a source within her publicity team. There are emergency Zoom calls, revised strategy documents, and a lot of frustration. They're starting to realize they can't control him like they control everything else. Meanwhile, evidence is mounting that the musical clues and Easter eggs Taylor is famous for have taken a darker turn in her upcoming album. We've obtained early demos of several tracks that suggest the relationship narrative she's been crafting for public consumption differs dramatically from her private experiences. The song Mirror Ball Trophy, allegedly about Travis, contains lyrics about polished surfaces hiding cracks and playing for cameras while the truth collects dust. Another track, The 87th Lie, references a specific number of scripted moments before realizing the game was fixed from the start. The most damaging revelation, however, comes from a source within the NFL marketing department. They confirmed that Travis recently met with league officials without Taylor's knowledge to discuss brand separation strategies. He's worried that if or when this relationship ends, he'll be left as the villain in Taylor's narrative, explained the NFL source. He's building his own infrastructure so he can tell his side of the story when the time comes. Taylor's team has responded to Travis's growing independence with what insiders are calling the Charm Offensive, a series of strategic leaks to entertainment outlets portraying Travis as the perfect, supportive boyfriend. However, these efforts have backfired, with Travis's camp viewing them as manipulative rather than complimentary. When US Weekly ran that story about Travis planning the perfect romantic birthday for Taylor, he was furious, shared a friend of the tight end. He hadn't spoken to US Weekly, and the details were clearly planted by Taylor's team. It made him look like a puppet. The financial stakes of this unraveling are astronomical. Industry analysts we consulted estimate that a messy public breakup could cost Taylor up to $300 million in lost endorsement deals, album sales, and tour revenue. For Travis, the damage could extend beyond finances to his football career, with one NFL sponsor already expressing concerns about stability to his representation. What makes this situation particularly volatile is the timing. Taylor's team has already pre-sold endorsement packages tied to the engagement era, while Travis has commitments with brands counting on his all-American boyfriend image. They're trapped in a narrative that's generating millions of dollars but is increasingly disconnected from their reality. They're like two actors who signed up for a romantic comedy but found themselves in a thriller, observed a Hollywood publicist who has worked with both musicians and athletes. The script doesn't match what they're living, but the show must go on because too much money is involved. As the engagement timeline Taylor's team meticulously planned approaches, both stars find themselves in an impossible position. Proceed with a strategic union that feels increasingly empty, or risk financial and professional catastrophe by breaking from the narrative. But the most explosive part of this story is still to come, because what we've uncovered next suggests that Travis has a secret plan of his own, one that could turn Taylor's entire strategy against her and rewrite the ending she so carefully plotted. The detonation of Taylor's carefully constructed narrative began not with a dramatic confrontation or public scandal, but with a quiet private decision made in a Kansas City steakhouse. Travis Kelce, surrounded by his closest friends and family, made the choice to step away from what he called the greatest performance of my life. What happened next would expose the fragile foundation of the entire Swift-Kelce empire and reveal that the real love story wasn't between Taylor and Travis, but between Taylor and the narrative itself. The breaking point came when Taylor's team, unaware of Travis's shifting mindset, presented him with what they called the engagement playbook, a 47-page document detailing everything from the specific cut of the diamond, round brilliant, to maximize sparkle in photos, to the exact wording of his proposal speech. When Travis saw that they had not only chosen the ring but written his proposal, something in him snapped, revealed a friend who was with him that night. He looked at me and said, "They've taken everything from me, my voice, my moments, my truth. They can't have this too." What happened next was a masterclass in strategic rebellion. Instead of publicly breaking with Taylor, which would have cast him as the villain in her narrative, Travis began what insiders are calling the authenticity offensive. He started showing up unannounced at her events, replacing the scripted moments with genuine ones. He began speaking openly in interviews about the pressure of dating the most famous woman in the world, carefully walking the line between admiration and honesty. Most brilliantly, he started creating his own Easter eggs and clues in his podcast and social media, subtly challenging Taylor's control of their narrative. The climax came during what was supposed to be a routine joint appearance at a charity event. Taylor's team had prepared talking points and designated moments for spontaneous interaction, but Travis deviated from the script entirely. Instead of the planned light banter, he turned to Taylor and said, "The most real moment we've had all year was when you cried watching that documentary about my dad. That's the story I want to tell, not whatever's in the binder backstage." The moment went viral, but not in the way Taylor's team had planned. The world saw genuine emotion, not manufactured romance, and the response was overwhelmingly positive. Faced with Travis's authenticity rebellion, Taylor was forced to make an impossible choice: maintain control of her narrative and risk losing him, or surrender some of that control and embrace the messy, unpredictable reality of their relationship. In a move that shocked her entire team, she chose the latter. She fired several key members of her management team who had been most vocal about the strategic partnership approach. She canceled the pre-written engagement timeline. Most importantly, she began writing new songs for Midnight's America that reflected the genuine struggles and joys of their relationship, rather than the polished version designed to appeal to Middle America. The album that emerged from this crisis became Taylor's most critically acclaimed work in years. Critics praised its raw honesty and emotional complexity, unaware that they were hearing the sound of an artist choosing authenticity over strategy. The lead single, Without a Script, became an anthem about learning to love someone when the cameras are off and the producers have gone home. In the end, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce did get engaged, but not according to anyone's plan. The proposal happened during a quiet morning at home, with no photographers, no strategic leaks to media outlets, and no pre-written speeches. The ring was one Travis designed himself, incorporating elements meaningful to both of them rather than what tested well with focus groups. Their story serves as a powerful reminder that even in an age of curated social media personas and billion-dollar personal brands, authenticity still has value. Taylor learned that her fans didn't want a perfect fairy tale. They wanted the truth, even when it was messy. And Travis proved that sometimes the bravest thing you can do is put down the script and speak from the heart. The Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce saga ultimately wasn't about an engagement or an album or a football season. It was about what happens when the world's greatest storyteller met someone who refused to be just another character in her narrative. And in choosing each other over the story, they found something more valuable than any brand synergy or strategic partnership. A love that was real enough to risk everything for. This journey from manufactured narrative to authentic love shocked the entertainment world. But what's your take? Do you think most celebrity relationships are this calculated, or was Taylor's situation unique? Share your honest thoughts in the comments. We read every single one, and the conversation around this has been incredible. If you think this behind-the-scenes story was revealing, wait until you see our investigation into the secret algorithm controlling which musicians become famous. The truth about how your favorite artists are manufactured will shock you. Watch it now by clicking here. For more unfiltered access to what really happens behind the music industry curtain, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're exposing the truth about the entertainment business every week, and what we're revealing next could change how you listen to music forever.